The world. I mean, these people here are tremendous. Sold out against South Carolina State. I mean, you know, I look on TV a lot of times, and I watch obviously watch the coaches' film a lot of times, and you know, I'm seeing the video, and you're seeing the stands at a lot of these places. Good schools, good games, and there ain't hardly anybody there. You know, so I mean, I don't take that for granted. You know, because you work so hard, you put so much into, you know, getting ready, whether you're a coach or a player, and man, you show up on game day, and man, when it means something, when you get off that bus, and you got people lined up, and they're excited about seeing you there, and they're excited about watching your team play, and you know the passion that comes with that. I mean, that's what makes college football special to me, and nobody does it better than Clemson. I mean, nobody. This place is second to none. Just from the tailgating, from the pageantry of the campus, the rock, the hill, the emotion. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, it is just a special thing and to be a part of. And I tell our guys all the time, don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted, you know, because you never know when it's your last time to do it. Just enjoy the moments, cherish those things, because that's what you're going to ultimately remember. You're going to remember all those things, and I hear it all the time from our NFL guys. It's just not the same for them. You know, they got a good job, a well-paid job, but it's a job, and you know, you don't have the same type of passion that you have from a collegiate standpoint. So it's just a lot of fun to be a part of it, and we're very thankful that we're at a place like Clemson that supports us like they do.
You alluded to it earlier. This is your 5th anniversary week. With that, do you reflect on that and with another layer of emotion that can build into this? Is there anything about it that's...
No, I mean, I reflected on it Sunday because I got a bunch of text messages, and I was like, wow, man, 5 years ago today, you know, it was a crazy day. It was a crazy day. It was a crazy week. You know, just notebooks of, just notepads of notes, just you know, writing things down, thinking, and just trying to do the best you can with the situation that you're in. And it was certainly, you know, unthinkable. You know, that's been my word this year, unthinkable. It's only unthinkable if you don't think it, because it all starts with how you think, what you believe. That's what the Bible says. As a man thinketh, so is he. So why think little thoughts? You don't think big thoughts. And when I got the opportunity, October 13th of 08, I was like, well, man, hey, I got a chance. Why not? You know? And then when I got the job, first part of December, my mentality was, listen, I want Clemson to become the model program in college football. It was unthinkable to a lot of people, I'm sure, at the time. You know, we had a lot of growing to do. A lot of things that we had to get better at, a lot of things that had to take place. But it's never been unthinkable to me. Since the day I got this job, I felt like that this could be one of the best programs in the country. Wish I could snap my fingers, but one thing that I knew we were never going to do is take shortcuts. And we've not taken any shortcuts. We've done things the right way, and hasn't always been easy. You know, we've handled adversity, we've handled some success, but to see where we are now after 5 years, you know, I'm very proud of our players, number one, because they bought in. I'm proud of the players who aren't here anymore, who were here, that helped us get to this point, who helped us slowly build a foundation so when new people come in here, this is the way it is. This is all they know. And I'm proud of all the coaches that have been here, all of our coaches that have done such a tremendous job over the years since we started this thing in helping do their part.
Coach, you said earlier in this press conference that every game you play is the biggest of the year, but since you've been the head coach here, the winner of this game has won the Atlantic Division title, so I'm curious, is this game week different? Is there a greater sense of urgency from the players? Is their focus better than in other weeks? Like, how does this game week differ than other ones?
I mean, from a preparation standpoint, it won't be any different. I mean, it's just what we do. I mean, today's Tuesday, and we'll have our Tuesday practice. You know, these are human beings, so obviously they have a keen sense to what's going on. I mean, they know we're playing Florida State. They know that it's game day. They know that there's a lot of energy going on, but I think that they're mature enough to also understand that that's not what's going to win this game. That's great for everybody else, but we have to prepare the same way we do every week. When they get off the bus, do they have a little different spring in their step? I mean, probably. Just simply, I mean, every game's big, but some games are just special, and this is a special moment, special opportunity. But at the end of the day, it's still just one game. I mean, that's it. They're not going to cancel the rest of the season. Next week, it's going to be very important that we try to go beat Maryland. Whether we win this one or lose this one, that's just the way you have to think. It's about a season. It's not about a game. It's about the whole season. And at the end of the season, you look back and you say, okay, hey, we had a great year, or we had an okay year, or we had a bad year. How do we get better? Here's the things we got to do. That's what you do every single year. And there's a lot that goes into that. I mean, injuries, a little break here, a little break there. It's not a round ball.
Fall break coming at a good time if this is their entire focus this week?
I think fall break has come at a good time for us, especially with them having a week off. I think it's allowed us to, our guys coming off a tough, hard-fought game, allowed them to kind of check out a little bit mentally from an academic standpoint. That's, listen, we only get 17 hours to get our team ready. It's not like we can just have these guys. You get 17 hours. So you got to have a great, efficient plan in place and be very organized to prepare a team. Because 3 of those, you get 20, but 3 of them are the game. So you get 17 hours, Monday through Friday, to get your team ready. And that's the same for everybody. So how you manage that time, how everybody maximizes that time and uses that time, that's the difference. But for us, not having to go to school yesterday and today, I think is a positive, because they got a little extra rest and then a couple extra meetings that we wouldn't normally get on a Monday and a Tuesday from a football standpoint.
Dabo, 25 years ago, you might have been a high school senior, college freshman. What do you remember about the punt brewski?
I just remember it being on TV going, wow, what a great play, That's about all I remember of it. And then when Woody McCorvey and all them guys, they all came to Alabama from Clemson, it was one of those things that you used to talk about Clemson all the time, but it was a great play and a great game. That's what it was. That's what it came, difference maker.
Talk about, you've already actually alluded to how your fans are going to be a huge advantage for you with the night atmosphere. You also said Winston probably has thick skin from playing baseball. Question to you, were you ever a heckler in your youth as a fan?
No. I never was a heckler. I didn't get to go to many games. I mean, most of the time I was always playing something. I went to a few, I went to probably went to maybe about 4 Alabama games growing up, maybe 4 or 5 in my life. And, I yelled hard for my team, but, I wasn't out there talking about somebody's mama or somebody like that. Hey, roll tide and, root for my guy, all that kind of stuff. But I didn't get into tearing other people down. That's never been my deal. I just cheer for my team, whoever I was pulling for. But I went to a few Auburn games. I had a friend whose dad was an Auburn guy. I probably went to 4 or 5 Auburn games growing up as a kid. But no, I've never been a heckler. I've yelled at a few refs along the way. But that's, but I'm usually nice to those guys too. I don't.
Anything else? Have you made the call on Hopper's availability?
Yeah, Hopper and Gohagen are, as long as they complete their discipline this week, then they'll have the opportunity to rejoin us. And they started that yesterday and again this morning. And but I'm pleased with how they've responded.
Anything else?
All right.